How to do this for the audiobook panel later. I'm just gonna be like, Rob, Howley, help. Matt Hatch, where
It's a
are
good thing
you?
somebody knows how that.
I use
thing
StreamYard
works.
a lot. Hello, folks at home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hello, everybody. Are we ready to start?
I'm ready.
We are ready to
We're
start.
ready.
Let's go.
Hi, everyone. I'm Beth Doman. Welcome to the best panel of the entire weekend. This is the panel where we have no holds barred and we do whatever the heck we want, talking about lovely and sexual relationships in the wheel of time. And without further ado, I shall let my panelists introduce themselves very quickly. And we'll start here with the lovely.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jess, your Amerlin seat from the Amerlin Study and Tar Valley After Dark. And, I'm just happy to be here.
Hi, I'm Rob from Alki Talks, and thank you. I'm long-term shipping buddies with our last panelist here. It's the first time we've done it in person, and we have fabulous people with us, so I'm really excited to get a little crazy. Oh, yeah.
Hello, everybody. I am the Master of the Deck. Some might also refer to me as the Master of the Dick, occasionally Anatar, Lord of Dicks. You might sense a theme. I am a grizzled veteran of the world of fan fiction and transformative work, and this is how Rob and I became friends. I brought shipping into the open in the Wheel of Time fandom, at least in the modern version of it. And so that is where this panel is actually coming from. Is Rob and I? We've had several adventures over the last couple of years.
We're overdue for another one, so this is perfect timing.
Right? Yeah. So, what shipping is, and why it is awesome, is that we take canon, and we throw it away, and we say, no, this is what I like instead, and then we smash these characters together like Barbie dolls, and see what happens. And so we have several different fun events planned for you today. And one of those has to do with those index cards that you have with you right now. So if you have your index card and your pen, are you ready?
No. Are you ready? That's more like it.
Okay, so what that's going to be is for a lightning round that we will have at the end of the panel, in which we will be pulling ships out of the hat and trying to convince all of you to ship it. Now, you don't have to make this something that's plausible or serious. You could make it what we refer to as a crack ship, which might be something along the lines of, come on in, grab an index card, grab a pen, or steal one from somebody else. That's always good.
Tim is our glorious assistant today.
Punch them and take their stuff.
Do you ship Pedro Nile and there?
Woo, okay.
What we call actually, let me tell you.
1 second, let me just check my notes.
Or like Nargan Bella, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bella's in the back.
Bella is in.
Hey, perfect. Hey, the timing.
Beautiful
Oh
summer
my gosh,
Bella.
flawless. Come on, get in here. Okay. The index cards are else. Some of them we have a couple more up here. Anyway, point being, as I'm talking, please just write down a ship for us. Fold up your index card and then come put it in the hat. Okay. And while that is going, our first event. And I am going to call out my fellow shipper, Rob, as the first one to tell you.
Oh, thank God.
We're gonna do what is called the ship that should have been. The ship that should have been, in which we are choosing the OTP. How many of you know what an OTP is? Anybody? Lumen, what's an OTP? Floating mic.
Mike,
Where's Mike?
Got to mic you up. They can't hear him at home otherwise, Tim.
Yeah.
Tim's got the mobile mic. Thank you, Tim Alford. Go to
Lumen.
Lumen.
Lumen, the king is going to tell us what's an OTP.
Hello. It is one true pairing, which is basically the one relationship that you are the ultimate stan of.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Indeed.
Well done, Lumen.
And so
I
each
love
of
you.
us have chosen our OTP in the Wheel of Time, non-canon, of course. If your OTP is a canon ship, I mean, it's got to be a really good one, And so we've chosen our non-canon OTP, and we are going to each take about 3 minutes to convince you that that should be the new canon, that should be the OTP. It is the one true pairing. After we've done the convincing, you are going to vote and you are going to tell us which OTP you think is best. Somebody get this man an index card.
Yes. Thank you,
Yes,
Tim.
we need that.
Yes, we
All
do.
right.
We
So
definitely do.
repeating the instructions one more time. I said I would do it twice. So with your index card, you're going to write down a ship. Any 2 characters, or 3 if you're feeling spicy.
Ooh.
Any 2 characters, write them down here, slash them together, put it in the hat. At the end of the panel, we'll go through a lightning round and we'll try to convince you to ship it.
All right.
All right. Rob, who's your OTP?
Oh, my OTP. My OTP is a callback to how we became shipping buddies and friends. So my OTP is Tom and Noel, or Jane Fosterrider, obviously, as we find out he is. Okay. Now, the way I'm going to sell this to you is...
Keeping time.
Thank you. I appreciate that, because 3 minutes I was not aware of. Because I didn't pay attention to the schedule. Thank you. Oh, no, genuine timer. Nice. So Noel, he follows obviously Matt around and everybody, but Tom's always there and he's always hanging out with Tom. They've got a lot of, history of traveling the world, seeing different things. They give them a perspective that a lot of people don't get because they don't travel like someone like Jane Fosterrider or someone like Tom. So they have a huge bond because of that. But he recognizes, because he understands him, that Tom obviously has it hard on for Moraine. So when they go to rescue Moraine and Tom goes as well, this is why Noel says, okay, I'll be your third person. And that is why he sacrifices himself to allow them to escape. Because he's like, if I can't have Tom, I love Tom so much that I just want Tom to be happy, even if that's not with me, then I will help him rescue and save the person that is for him. And that is why I think Noel and Tom, look, under a minute, look at that.
You know
Noel
what?
and Tom should
There you
be
go.
together.
Expand.
And now I'm totally heartbroken.
I know, right? When I called into the
It's
Dusty
so
Wheel,
sad.
I
We
made
got
everyone
2 minutes.
cry.
Anybody have thoughts on Noel and Tom?
What do you think on this? Bella loves it.
If Bella loves it, that's all that matters.
Yeah. So for those listening at home, because if you're not on the mic, they can't hear you at home, folks. Leia just said they would be telling stories to each other at home in bed. And sorry, what did you say? And Tom would finally have an age-appropriate relationship.
Look, I will fight people about the age gap thing. Okay. Anyway, find me
bitch
after the panel.
loves an age gap romance.
Okay.
Fight
okay.
me.
Come on. So we still got about 90 seconds, and I will say this was the beginning of the Master of the Deck and ampersand Malkir Talks relationship, which signifies friends, not a slash. That's sex. There's a difference.
There
Okay.
is. It's an
Talk
important
to a Star
difference.
Trek fan. We know. And when he came up with this idea and he sold it in the call-in on the Dusty Well, I'm like, well, I need to be friends with this guy.
Yeah.
This is the one. This is what's up.
I literally just realized that's why they call it slash fic.
I'm here to educate.
It's all right, because I didn't get the
We
Commodore
learned
reference before.
today.
Yes.
So Tom and Noel is the first OTP, and we've got one more from Tim. Give him a mic.
Put him on the mic, Tim.
I was going to comment another thing with the last scene where he wants to make sure Tom's happy and sacrifice himself. Also, I always thought it was very oddly on the nose that he had to have the Jane Farsighter die clean line. It's a little on the nose for Wheel of Time books. They usually just kind of leave the subtext there for you to figure out. If you want to. But he wants to be seen in his moment. He wants Tom to see him in his moment.
Yeah. Like, I love you. I've done this for you. Have a happy life. Go and just, enjoy yourself, Yeah. It's very sad, but it's very beautiful.
Okay, and on that note, his time is up. My friend Jess, who is your OTP?
Okay, I've talked about this a lot, but Elaine and Avienda, like they're together so much. They're so different, but they work together so well. The level of care that they have for each other is so deep. And like, I know that it is not technically canon, but you cannot convince me that they are not a thing. I truly believe that they're a thing. I don't really have a whole lot else to say about it besides that, except that it feels right.
Avienda has passion for Elaine in that relationship and care that I just don't see in her relationship with Rand.
No, absolutely not. I feel
They
like
fucked once. Well, twice, I guess.
I mean,
I was corrected by Leah, Roof Mistress, who said multiple times in the last book. You are correct. Sure, probably. I don't know. I've only read the books like 3 times. It's fine. So,
Okay, so very quickly, I just want to interject because there are some comments.
comments from the
Oh,
chat.
love the comments.
So,
Thank
first
you.
of all, Alex JB is very glad to know that Jess learned today what slash fic is.
I'm so happy that I got to share that with all of you.
And Simon Dyer said Nynaeve and Barreling
Mm.
is her OTP. So
They
Oh,
would
I
be
see.
formidable.
formidable.
Well, Beth, you've got some index cards over there. You can write down those
Yeah,
ships
right, let's
and
put
an
that
index
on.
card. We'll add them
We
to
can
the hat at
discuss
the
it.
end.
Here, I got
Virtual
you.
participants, you are included. So we've got about 90 seconds. What are your thoughts on Elaine and Avienda? Tim?
Go with the mic, Tim. Hands, follow the hands.
Follow the hens.
We'll vote at the end. Right now, I just want to know how are you feeling? What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely ship that. I think at the very least there's a bit of a throuple thing going on with them and Rand, but I would like to refute your point. I think that Avienda totally cares about Rand's growth in the same way that you see with Elaine. It's just once said fucking happens, the book stopped focusing on that. It's a lot more subtle. Like she acts like it affects her and she's embarrassed or whatever when he's messing up and all that. Whereas for the rest of the series, you see her caring more about Elaine's growth and learning and all that. But I don't think that wasn't seen with Rand before. I just think it takes a back seat after they kind of consummate. Yeah.
I do like what you said about specifically about Elaine and Avienda, like being invested in each other's growth, like being invested in each other's adapting to the different
15 seconds.
cultures and all of that kind of shit. Was that
All Robert Jordan had to do to
Partners
write a
and
good
teachers.
romance was just pretend they weren't having sex. All right. You get 5 seconds. Go.
Can you yum my yuck of the first sister ceremony?
You know what? They are not blood relations. I do not care what the ceremony entailed. It was symbolic. They are not fucking related. Stop being gross.
Also, I learned that Maria actually was sent to research what a baby feels when they're born. So it felt a bit more
Yes,
wholesome
I
as a
thought that
result
was
from that.
very interesting.
Yeah, it felt a bit less yucky and a bit more like, people like kids actually being born type feelings in this. So that felt a little better for me.
Okay, I'm going to make one exception for this because it's a popular ship, and then we're going to move on to Beth. Go, Leah.
I just like that they are one of the few healthy female relationships as best friends. And just because you're best friends doesn't mean you're fucking each other. You can fuck your best friend, but I like having an actual healthy female relationship of friendship. That's just my thoughts.
That is
But
totally
also
fair.
exhibit B on that one, Bane and Chiad.
Oh, but they're first sisters? Oh. Yeah, and they're fucking.
Well, Bane and
Actually, no,
Chiana.
you're right. They are definitely fucking.
Listen, the beauty.
Bane and Chiana in the background is nodding her head right now. So yeah,
Here,
that's canon.
the beauty of fan fiction, the beauty of transformative work is that you don't have to justify anything with good reasons. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
You can just like it because you like it, man.
Exactly.
That's right.
And if someone else doesn't like it, they don't have to read it. Okay.
Hey, Kayla, can you back off the mic just a little bit? You're kind of distorted.
I said they don't have to read it.
No, I'm saying you need to back off the mic because you're too
Oh,
close
I
to
thought
it.
you meant that what I had just said
No,
was distorted, but all of it's
You're-
been distorted.
you're
Okay.
eating the microphone.
Thank you.
I love you.
The mic is not your one true pairing.
Beth, would you like to tell us about your OTP?
Yes, mine is kind of a rather new development, but the more I think about it, the more I like it. It would be book Galad Damadred with show Dane Bornholt.
So pretty.
And
Too pretty, illegally
it
pretty.
is illegally pretty, but the more I think about this, the more so Galad is always kind of like thrust in this elder brother.
Great thrust. Excellent word.
Which didn't
Hey!
You see why we're on this panel, folks. You know.
I didn't even. That was totally accidental. Anyway, so he's put in this position of kind of being the elder
What
brother,
position?
the mentor.
Sorry, he's thrust into a position. Okay.
All the things.
I'm
All the
sorry. I'll give you more time. I promise.
but so Gallad is kind of Dane Bornhold's a lost individual, right? He loses his father in the Great Hunt. Geoffrey Bornhold dies. He hears this horrific way he's gone. He starts following Ordeath / Padden Fane. He's looking for guidance. He's looking for a mentor. He's looking for somebody to lead him. Who better to lead than Gallad, who is a natural leader, who kind of just comes up and can, with kindness and a firm hand, guide Dane Bornhold back on track, right? Because when you think about it, Dane Bornhold was drinking a lot. He had kind of like lost his way, and Gallad comes back, and all of a sudden, he's right back on track again. And I think that that's just a great possible. And then Jay Duffy is just pretty. Like
Yeah.
he's just pretty. So I mean, I'm here for it. That's non-canonically canon to me.
I
now.
like the power dynamic that comes in because of he becomes full
Lord
spoilers.
The
Commander.
LCC?
He
Yeah,
we're full
becomes-
spoilers.
He totally
There's
becomes
some power
Sir.
play in there as well.
He
So
totally
it's-
becomes Sir.
yeah.
I mean, so anyway,
I really enjoy that we've just said that Dane Bornhold needs somebody to call daddy, and I feel like Gallad fits that.
Especially considering he's often called Daddy Dane now that he's played by.
Oh no, that's actual Daddy Bornhold.
yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Sorry.
No.
I'm getting mixed up. There.
Not yet the late Bornhold, but
Yes,
we know
yeah.
what's coming.
Right.
You know.
Right. Oh, spoilers.
Yeah, sorry.
Spoilers.
No, yeah, we are-
Spoiler.
You've been new. You knew this was a full spoiler.
Yeah, yeah. It's written in the description of the
Yeah.
panel. Yeah.
If you didn't, sorry, read the fine print. So because we heckled, we participated while Beth was talking. I'm gonna give y'all a little extra time. What do we think about show Bornhold and book Gallad?
I actually have a clarifying question. Does this mean Dane is subbing to Gallad?
I can see them both as being kind of like switches, both of them. But maybe Gallad has some more top tendencies. Maybe, but you know, people have to be able to let out their own dominance. So Dane Bornhold was an officer. He's not, you know, so he does lead people. But you know, yeah, there's some switch action going on there.
Oh, please, really? There's not anything
Then you
inappropriate
can't
that
say
we
it
would
here.
possibly
Where can
say,
you
and the
say
doors are
it?
wide open too. I mean, it's sure.
I'm
Leia-
so
Let's just
glad
go
I was
for
sat
it.
down for the information because I'm shocked that you were saying
Right.
something inappropriate.
Leia,
so,
you
yeah.
can
I literally introduced myself as Anatar, Lord of Dicks. I mean, where else are we going from there?
Yeah.
I mean, Leia,
Officers
yes,
like to be
sometimes
said.
yes.
I was thinking that. Thank you for narrating from me. Certainly not.
For those of you at home, Leia's saying she has no experience. by the
No
way.
experience whatsoever.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like Gallad, like Rand, is a service top. So
yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yes.
With yes,
Yes, he's a
I was
service
trying
top.
to find the words for that.
There we
because,
go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
service
you're
top.
welcome.
Yeah,
This is a learning experience for all of us. Okay. And that brings us to me. You know, I have my OTP, but I haven't thought about how to convince you of it other than I feel like it's the only thing that actually makes me enjoy this character at all is when I ship him with this Perrin and Gaul.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yes, you did. Which is also the legacy of the Perrin and Gaul ship was the first time that Rob and I ever talked about shipping was on his podcast. I had not yet appeared on any live streams or anything like that. And one of the things that we do when we ship two characters, we sometimes come up with a portmanteau, you know, ship them two together, you know, like the whole, like, you know, Benifer, that sort of shit.
Soiree.
Soiree is a portmanteau. And for Perrin and Gaul, I mean, there just wasn't a good one that, I mean, I already knew what one was, but it's like, we're either going to use Paul or Garen,
yeah.
both of which just sound like we're talking about some, you know,
It just sounds like we're talking about some guy.
we're talking about, we're talking about our,
as well, like
our cousin from the Ozarks,
Yeah,
right? You know, like cousin Garen. And
Took me a
so,
second there.
so the ship name is Stone Wolf. And here's what Gall is Perrin's ride or die, in all senses of the word. I just remember when Perrin, it was obviously it was ta'veren, but in how else can one describe love at first sight except with ta'veren in these books? And so Perrin, just kind of wanders outside and sees the Aiel in a cage, and it's just, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna cut this guy down. And then Gall unfolds from the cage like, I don't know, like what's the
like
Greek
some
word?
unfolding kind of thing,
rising
Greek
from the
Adonis.
sea. Right, Adonis, right, and Perrin has this, oh no, he's hot, and then Gall, and like 4 lines later, do you like to dance, Perrin Ibarra? And I'm just like, mic drop. What else do you need? But really, in terms of how they interact throughout those series, I mean, Gall is the only one of the Aiel who is willing to go help Perrin in the 2 rivers, and is like, you would have to like tie me up to keep me here. And just letting you know that.
But you can if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. So with these 2, it's just Gall is he's so placid, he's so even keeled, and I feel like Perrin is just carrying heaps of anxiety around with him, right? He's quiet, but he's quietly freaking out at all times. And Gall is just there. I feel like Gall would just be the guy, just like, he's the one that needs to give him the hug. Just like, you know what? Just come on. Yeah, I was gonna go really inappropriate with it, but anyway. The point being, I feel that those 2 together is what would make me enjoy Perrin's plotline more, because it just it feels like the combination of these 2 characters would be much more of an interesting adventure than what we did get, which was Gall looking for Perrin's wife.
I kind of want that outrigger of just Perrin and Gall go on some kind of Scooby-Doo murder mystery adventure series as a result of what you've just said. So,
yeah.
Does that make Perrin Scooby-Doo? I mean, Hopper's dead, so yeah.
Also, Jess, I don't know that I actually backed off of the mic. I apologize. I suck. And so that was my 3 minutes. Which brings us to the voting. For the record, restate the OTP, and then all of you are going to respond either with applause or with boos, and we'll see which one's louder. Okay? Well, we're going to restate, and then we'll go one at a time, okay? All right. My OTP, Stonewolf, Perrin, and Gall.
My OTP is Jane Fastrider or Noel with Tom.
Elena and Avienda in the bathtub.
Gallad and Dane in a tent.
Okay, Tim, I'm going to ask for you to help. Can you be can you put your hand over each panelist, starting with me? Just go. All right, give me Perrin and Gall. Okay, next.
I feel like it's a tie between you and Beth.
Yeah, that was
Okay. So we're down to the 2. So we have Stonewolf, and then we have we don't have a ship name for them yet, except Daddy Gallad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Daddy Gallad. I like Daddy Gallad, actually. I think that was
Daddy Damodred.
Daddy Damodred.
Daddy Issues. There we go.
No.
That's the title of the fanfic. Daddy Issues.
Dornhold.
Daddy Dornhold?
Yeah.
You know what?
Daddy Dornhold.
Let's table it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Bornhold and Gallad. Perrin and Gall.
We have our winner. I think it's Stonewolf.
I think it's Stonewolf.
All right. So Stonewolf is officially now the new canon.
Feel free to change your Discord names to Garen Stonewolf. A few people did that.
Yep, Garen and Stonewolf.
Yeah.
We're just gonna. You could change your name in Discord, and then you can see when people are typing. I'm sorry, but at some point it said Paul Stonewolf, and Paul Stonewolf are typing.
during our podcast recording, yeah.
And absolutely, I could not handle it. All right, folks. So now is the time when we turn it over to you and some of your ideas. And what we are going to be doing is I want you to convince us of a ship, but you only get 30 seconds, unfortunately, because there are many of you. And then we up here, if you remember the film Gladiator, I'm sure Dr. Livingston has lots of feelings about that. But we're going to be in the role of Commodus, and we are going to say yes, we ship it, or no, we do not ship it.
I want to clarify that I didn't recognize this reference until she did that in front of us about 2 seconds before we started. And I feel like that's why she just repeated it now, because I'm stupid.
Very quickly, you had a portmanteau.
Oh. Golden eyes.
GoldenEye.
Golden eyes.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
Ramen rattle for that one.
All right, and a portmanteau for daddy issues.
Galadidane.
Galadidane.
Galadidane. Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of Galadrid. Galadidane.
Well, because
There
he's
we go.
Galadidrid, because let's
All
put
right.
his
I hope
many
somebody's
frickin'
writing these
syllables
down
in
because I'm
there
going
if
to
we
forget
can.
everything.
It's recorded. We're good. We still won't watch it, but you know.
Okay, just to restate what's happening, if you have a ship that you would like to convince us of, all you have to do is raise your hand. Tim here is going to bring the floating mic to you. I'll set your timer for 30 seconds. You convince us to ship it, and then we will give you an up or a down. And if we need a tiebreaker, I'll pick somebody else to be that person. Different.
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 We're going to pull
Give
these
me
out.
something new.
All right. Lay it straight in there.
All right.
Such a
And
shocker that I have ideas.
go.
Matt and Tomnase, because again, for the same reasons as Eddie Bornhold, Matt needs a grounding person in his life, and Tomnase wants to smile and laugh and make jokes, and they like to fuck around with each other, and let's just go with that.
Boots. I have feelings about the
I
boots
feel like
thing, but I
I'm-
feel like
Like
that's the
my
good.
30
I
seconds.
want
feeling
to
good
throw
part.
out
No,
a-
you've got 10
2
more
seconds.
seconds.
10 more seconds.
I'm gonna give you 10 more 'cause I
Also, they're
interrupted
both
you.
Hot, and Matt's tall, and Tomnase is short, and I feel like that would work really well.
That's a problematic ship because it's got a height differential.
Oh,
Okay.
Also,
So I want to throw out a ship name for this before we vote. I want to call it Tall Boots.
All boots.
I
Okay.
I
think-
would also say the height difference is good for other things.
okay, so YouTube has said, so Alex JB said if there was no Matt Manis, they were going to riot, and that was the first one that came up. And Matt Manis, I think, is
Matt
I think
Manis.
Malmanis is the
Malmanis?
generally
Mal-
accepted
yeah, yeah.
portmanteau, but I'm always here for new shit.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Malmanis, how are we feeling? Absolutely. I didn't even need to think about it.
No,
I
I
always
didn't
ship
need to
new
think
shit.
about it either.
As soon as you said it, I'm like, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
Good, yeah.
absolutely.
No convincing needed, but I'm glad we're here. All right. Well done. Well done. All right. Who's next? Who's next?
Oh boy, it's delusions.
Big D, let's go.
Gird
Here we
gird
go.
yourselves, folks.
Min and Leanna.
Okay. Okay. Go on.
Fires of Heaven,
'Kay.
obviously.
Mhm.
We're on a romp. It has to be discreet. It takes place maybe in the day when they can wander away, maybe at night in the hayloft when they're running away from Gareth Bryn. Swan's distracted. Loghain's depressed as shit. Opportune moment for Leanna to practice her wiles and get back into that Aradomani.
All right. All right. Panelists, do you ship it? I absolutely.
Yes.
I let's be honest. I feel like maybe there might be some predictable. I'm a multi-shipper. I will ship nearly anything.
Yeah.
Nearly anything. Like I said, push them together like
I
Barbie
was
dolls.
like, the
Let's go.
opportunity-
If it breathes, she ships
Oh,
it.
God.
Yeah.
Kevin Angus has the mic now.
Oh,
Oh,
Are
so-
we
All right.
prepared?
No.
Beef. What do you got for us?
Elaine and Jurin the Windfinder.
Okay.
Oh,
Go on.
Well, she eventually takes up the invitation to go to the White Tower, learn some things from them, share some of their weather weaves. Elaine happens to be visiting on Treatsea with, the new Amerlin seat, Nynaeve Almira. And this is obviously far in the future. They've got many years to live. And so they, they reconnect
I'm
there.
afraid
She
that's
becomes
time.
the aide for a little while, and then bingo, bango, bongo.
bingo, bango, bongo.
Bingo, bango,
Okay.
bongo.
What I appreciate about this is the full story context. This is what I'm here for.
Like that was a rich tapestry that you wove for us, and I love it.
Indeed. Have we been convinced? Do we ship it?
We ship it. Bingo,
Yeah,
bango,
obviously.
bongo.
Yes.
I mean, it was really the bingo, bango, bongo that did it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Without that, I was on the fence. Okay?
It was like with delusions, with like Loghain's depressed and Morgaine's Moraine is busy.
All right.
Like everyone else is busy there.
Who's next? Don't be shy. We've got time. I might even go for twofers on this. If you have a thruple, that's also fine. It's also a ship. Go.
Yeah. So Fail and Berlin.
Mhm.
I can definitely see it being fraught and a little contentious.
Well, we've canonized Gaul and Perrin, so they
Enemies
got to
to
fuck
lovers.
somebody.
We love an enemies to lovers
that's,
story.
I think that's all I need.
Okay. Fail and Berlin. Do we ship it? Oh, okay. All right. Because we have the dissenting vote, I'm going to give you 30
Sorry.
seconds to rebut. Go.
I just think I love an enemies to lovers thing. You're right, but I think that there's too much enemies to lovers thing going on to cross that threshold and make it into lovers.
But
There's just-
angry sex is great sex.
I mean, it just
yeah, but
like maybe they're never together, but they could be hate fucking.
Well, just rewrite canon a little bit, okay? Just go back. If we have Gaul and Perrin, then there is no reason for them to be enemies.
okay. If we go with a previous ship, then I'm in. But like the ship by itself,
Then it even like makes sense. We've got Saldea, we've got Mayen, we've got a power union going
I mean,
on
honestly,
here. I mean, come on.
that like combination.
Talk about terrifying, like
think
taking over the
honestly,
world.
like-
From the north to the south, we're just gonna,
There you go.
like these two
Let's get it.
incredibly powerful, politically savvy women. Like you wouldn't like. Don't even fucking try it. They would be amazing.
like I say, I'm in if we're going with Perrin and Gaul already established.
Right, it
But
has
if
to
they're
be at
not
the same time.
established, then
Okay.
I'm like, I can't be in it.
So
it's-
conditional. Thumbs
Yeah,
down
it's
if it's
conditional.
canon. Thumbs up if it's all.
if it's what we do,
Yeah.
So I
right.
have a
If it's the new
question.
canon.
I have a question about this enemies to lovers thing.
Okay, sure. E2L.
What would you do about Swan and Elida?
Film it. What?
I mean, listen, not everything is surmountable.
Sorry,
There,
what else
you know, that might not be possible.
Right? Okay. I was-
It's like not every enemy can become a lover.
exactly
right,
my
right,
point
right.
previously.
Right.
Yeah, not everyone can do it. So
okay, moving
Right.
on. Sorry, I just had that.
I mean,
question.
if you gave me a little bit of time, I could probably convince people, but maybe it's in the hat. Let's find out
Yeah,
later.
we'll find
Okay,
out, yeah.
who's next? Give us a ship.
we got one in the front, and then we got Will at the back after.
Days Conger and Dira Bashir.
Okay.
Just put them in a room together. There will be sparks. There will probably be a throwdown. Davram may watch.
I mean, can I just do this now straight away?
So Days and Dira. Days and Dira. Oh, it's a good D&D. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. So D&D. What do we feel?
D&D?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. You guys have great
100%.
ideas. All right. I know we got Will.
Yes, Will at the back there.
did Jessica have her? Did you have your hand up at one point too?
We've got time. We've got
Yeah.
time. No rush.
You had. your
I'm
hand
gonna
up.
say Rand and Asmodean.
Oh.
We've got
Yes, please tell me
power
more.
Dynamics. We've got teacher and student versus master and servant,
Okay. Okay.
and we've got light versus dark,
Mhm.
and then possible redemption. Maybe
Mhm.
it's just it writes itself.
It does.
It really does.
It does, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to have us vote, and then I just wanted to reiterate something that you all did not get because of consequences that happened on Twitter. How do we feel about Rand and Osmo? So,
Yes.
in the most recent Queers of Time, the Soireen Cup, it came down to, is Osmodian the queerest character, or is the Bane and Chiad Collective the queerest, right? And I promised to the internet that if Osmodian won queerest character, then I would write a Rand and Osmodian fanfic.
Uh-oh.
But you failed me. And so I know.
Damn you, Bane and Chiads.
And so that will remain unwritten for now.
Okay, I have.
Okay, who's next? Who's next?
I have
Sorry,
one
I think
from-
Beth's got
I
something to
have
say.
one.
Oh, we have
from-
one. Oh, we have one from Ritual, and then we'll go with D.
We have a throuple.
A throuple.
We have a
Love the
thruple.
throuple.
Ooh.
Perrin, Fail, and Aram.
Okay. Has
Aaron-
the person in
Context.
chat given us a
Yeah.
spiel?
Aram is basically their full-time service sub.
Okay.
That's about what it boils down to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that.
I feel like this has to be like pre-profits? Because I feel like he was a profit sub, basically.
Yeah.
So,
It would have to be
it would have to be
pre-profit.
Pre-Massima.
yeah.
Well, and I mean, honestly, if that had come to fruition, perhaps the Massima thing never would have happened.
yeah.
True. Yeah.
So it depends when in the story it's happening. Depends on whether I'm in or out there.
Yeah,
so,
it's
yeah.
it's definitely a conditional.
one,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So
but it's-
I'm staying middle on that one.
All right, yeah,
could
panelists,
go
how
either way,
do
it
we feel
depends.
about Aram?
Fael
fuck.
and Perrin.
Yeah, Aram, Fael, and Perrin.
It's a thumbs up under the right circumstance.
under the right
Yes,
circumstances.
yes, yes.
But
Yeah,
Yes.
I need to give the bunnies time to procreate in the brain to see.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
chat, throw more detail in, and maybe you can sell it to us still. So
It's not. I think
we're there.
Aram wants that dick, obviously, but
Absolutely.
I don't know I don't know what the dynamic of Fael is in with this. I don't think that she, in any way, would want any part of that. I just feel like that those two characters in particular, there's no spark there. Like I
Fael
think
and
maybe
Aram, yeah.
she could facilitate or something, but I don't know that I would say that I necessarily ship them.
Right.
She'd
Yeah.
be the neutral third party.
Yeah. So
Aram
give
can
us
be
more.
Perrin's
Give us
boyfriend,
more.
polyamorous. There we go. Leah has asked if Aram or Perrin.
Both.
Oh, would Fael be punishing Perrin later? I mean, probably. I mean, would he need to be punished? Have they negotiated? That's the important question.
Yes.
And one more question, and then Dee's got a ship for us. Unless someone new has one. I think Jessica had one.
I think it'd also be important to factor in whether this would work in the ship for a larger Perrin, Fael, Bane, and Chiad Gal polycule.
Barely.
How does Aram fit into that?
Right.
She may. Consider it.
Complicated.
That's very
Interesting.
complicated.
Complicated. Communication is very necessary for this, and we all know how good they are at that.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good
Okay. Dee and then Jessica. Go.
I would be so remiss if I did not mention Logain and Taim.
point. We've discussed this, haven't we?
It is the Battle of the Black Tower, wrecking each other's towers. There's so much swordplay. There's so much innuendo. It is going to be a storm of swords.
That's the
Can I just say,
wrong
I love the
fandom.
faces
Kneel
that
or
you're
you
making
will
right
be
now.
knelt.
Oh boy. Okay. Time on that. Panelists, Taim and Logain.
Yeah.
I gotta go. Down.
Ooh,
I'm sorry,
okay.
Jen.
I think because we've discussed this. in the
Beth, you
past,
go
and you've
first.
Convinced me. So,
Beth,
yeah,
you got
go
30
back.
seconds to tell me why you don't ship it.
I'm sorry, but Logain is too fucking hot. And amazing for Mazrim Time. Mazrim Time is a conniving, weaselly bottom feeder. And Logain.
Maybe emphasis on the bottom.
Go on.
Ew.
Okay, I just changed my mind.
Okay. Okay.
Jenny's
Not-
got one.
Just a second. Not only do I ship this so hard, I have written the fanfic.
Of
So
course you have.
link at the end, I guess, or something like that. It is absolutely an explicit fanfic, but hey, Logain and Taim brought me out of a depressive episode, and that's not even a lie. Someone planted in my brain. You know those chart alignment charts that you can look at, like if someone is a neutral or a true or whatever it is. Taim was described as a lawful bottom, and I mentioned this yesterday in the music panel that sometimes you know how like your brain just explodes and you have to stare into space for a minute. I was like, yeah, yes. and then 13K words later, I wasn't depressed anymore,
And then you were healed.
and I was healed. Okay. Brad, you had something to say. I did. Oh, me?
The law. Okay.
I would have to pull out
We'd have to get out
the alignment chart to really describe.
That's for next
not the
year's
fanfic.
shipping panel.
Oh, are you asking for a reading? I was gonna say like
Very.
I
don't
bet
know.
if we did
I
a
feel
big
like-
enough donation to books to prisoners,
I
they do
feel
it.
like we should get Michael and Michael since it's Logain. Michael's a great narrator as well.
Dr. Michael Livingston has regrets.
Look.
What was that about hot mics?
I do believe. Are we talking into the main room at this very moment?
Two hot mics.
I do believe that the phrase "fucked him into the fire" is there in the fanfic, so just be prepared.
Okay.
More
very-
ships.
Very quickly.
Yes. From the yes.
Yes. So when I mentioned Fairlane and Nynaeve earlier,
Okay.
it wasn't for the hat. It was for the 30-second. I did not realize it because
okay.
they have gone in and put some detail.
Excellent.
Okay.
Nynaeve learns how to embrace and enjoy her sexuality.
Okay.
Fairlane learns using her sexuality as a weapon isn't always the way.
Thank you, Nynaeve.
Also, post A Memory of Light,
Love
Fairlane
post canon.
has created the first hospital. Very
Spicy.
hot for Nynaeve.
My only point of contention on that one is I think that it's very clear that Lan has had no problem unlocking Nynaeve's sexual potential.
Yeah.
So, I don't think that is an issue for her.
He's like, hospitals no longer do it for me. Sorry.
All right, panelists, do we ship it? Fairlane and Nynaeve.
Yeah, no, sorry.
I can get into that actually.
It's Jess's fault I no longer ship it.
Look, I feel like I'm pulling. What's the? Well, I don't like to use the phrase, but the trump card on this is that it doesn't have to make sense.
True.
We can do whatever we want. I like this. I would read the fanfic and hit myself in the face with the mic. Okay.
Yes.
We have Jessica.
Yes.
Who I know has thoughts.
We die.
Guys, we can spend at least another 5 minutes on this, so we've got time.
Jen's got one as well.
These are all my bestest friends who put me right on the spot.
We love you.
I'm an amateur shipper. Thank you very much. And of course, Dr. Livingston is in the room.
Let's go for it.
Anyways, when Delusions gave her first suggestion, it triggered for me, what if the ship from there is Logain and Laris? She heals him with food.
Okay. Yeah.
The big spoon. Yeah.
I ship it.
I do too.
I mean,
Love it.
Healing
Yeah.
with food, you had me.
Absolutely.
Food is love. Yes.
Look, we
Who
all
said
know
that?
Laris fucks, obviously.
Yes. Does she spank? Bailey Shea just asked, does she spank him with the wooden spoon? I mean, fuck yes.
Right. This is there's a phrase in fanfic which we refer to as the magical healing cock.
Yes.
This is the other version of that.
The magical healing spoon.
Sure.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Euphemism
And
driving
that's
gauge.
the fic. And that's the name of the fic. Okay, who else?
Jen had one.
Jenny, who we shipping?
So this is like a transient ship. Like this is definitely not like a OTP. This would be like
Okay.
a on the way. This is a person.
Porn
that's-
without plot. Go.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not to. I feel like they would be a part of each other's journey.
Okay.
Be Egianan and Brigitte.
Oh.
They're both like women in a man's world kind of thing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like they,
I'd fuck with that.
Yeah.
Egianan and Brigitte. I mean, yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Especially because it was just like a while we were together, and then life took us. Yeah, and life took us on.
Then we went and we did our own thing.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. See, it feels very healthy as well.
One might say ships passing in the night. Sorry.
Never apologize for that.
Never.
Yeah, never apologize for a time joke.
No
That was good,
regrets.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Any other ships? Because then we're going for the hat. Uno más.
On Brigitte, I do really like Brigitte and Elaine, if for no other reason than Brigitte's there co-parenting with her in lieu of the negligently absent sperm donor. Brigitte gives up drinking for that baby. Brigitte is such a good dad.
But is Elaine ugly enough for Brigitte? Because she likes them ugly. So, or does she like pretty ladies but ugly guys? Is that how she rolls? Maybe. I think, yeah. As a parent situation, I like.
Next New panel next year. Master of the Deck defends Rand from all slander because Randall Thor has never done anything wrong in his life.
So is Rand on trial next year? Is that it?
It's just me. It's you all coming at me, and I am a wall.
That's next
okay.
year's trial
I'm just
panel,
saying,
isn't it?
Jenny, I
Rand
love
on
you so
trial.
much.
But yes, I do. I appreciate the ship. Okay, folks, we have reached our lightning round. Thank you for your ships. I love ideas. This is genuinely one of my favorite things to do. It brings me so much joy, and it's why I continue to do it, in spite all of the weirdness that sometimes arises on the internet. Right? I'm the happy weird. And so in this hat, we have all of the ships that you've put in here. Each of us panelists, we're going to pull out a ship, and. I forgot how much time I said we were going to get to. Maybe 1 minute?
Let me look. I have the thing.
It was 1 minute. I said we each get.
We're doing
1 minute
10
to convince.
minutes for the lightning round altogether.
Yeah, and we've got a little bit of extra time for it then. So we've got a little bit more time for it, which is cool. So you know what? I'll say we're done when we're done. We're going to pull out a ship. I will try to spin you the yarn. We will try to convince you all to ship it. And then we have switched the roles.
Then you get to become
You get
this.
to do.
And then you get to give us the thumbs up or
Yeah.
down. If we've got time, I'll let you give me reasons. If not, we'll just keep going. All right, first ship. Dibs. Hopper and Bird Trolloc.
That wasn't.
Gee, who could have wrote that one?
Sell it, Kayla.
Okay. So wolves mostly are existing in dreams. Obviously, Hopper is dead. Many Trollocs are also dead. The Trollocs, they're the twisted ones. They're referred to as the twisted ones because they have been twisted. They used to be actual either people or animals. And so the twisted version of this Trolloc that died is now in the equivalent of the wolf dream, right? The Trolloc dream, wolf dream. Hopper is a very powerful wolf dreamer and thus is able to transmute himself into the other Trolloc dreams. I feel he's this sort of ambassador that's trying to give these creatures a second chance at being something else, perhaps being reborn in another way. And so Hopper and the bird Trolloc encounter each other in this initial state, and he helps the bird Trolloc onto this journey, and somewhere along the lines they fuck.
Okay,
It's
Rob.
been a
those
lovely
following
panel. I
along
can't follow that. Good night,
The crowd
everybody.
chips it.
Wow. Okay, so I'm seeing thumbs up or thumbs down, people. What are we thinking?
Yep, they ship it.
Yeah, they ship it. Yeah.
You thought I couldn't do it, but
So ladies first.
No, you got to go next. You have to top that.
No, I can't top that.
Oh, you can't top what?
Okay, we've got Matt and Aludra. And honestly, I feel like this is a no-brainer. This is another one that's sort of like, it's not technically canon, but you can't make me believe that they
should
didn't
have
bone.
been.
Yeah.
Like, they spend a lot of time together. Matt learns a lot from Aludra in terms of engineering. She is also an older, more experienced woman, and they have some fun with that whole situation. I mean, if there is anybody in this room who doesn't ship Matt and Aludra, like, I'm not even sure I want to know you.
Let's just say we're all pretty sure he found her bell.
Plus, she gives him explosives, and he loves that. So
There we go. Explosive other things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lots of explosions in this
Once
relationship.
again, euphemism drive engaged.
All right,
So-
Matt and Aludra.
Matt and Aludra.
Has she sold you? Nice.
They ship it.
That's a shit.
Do you want to go next, Beth, since I've done that?
Why the heck not? I don't know what the heck I'm doing. What have I gotten myself into? Okay.
Sell it, Beth.
What is it?
Go on. What we got?
Bella and Aldeeb.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I don't think that even requires explanation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was winter night, bell time, and this beautiful, graceful mare is sitting in a stall at the Wine Spring Inn. Bella, a lovely, shaggy mare, is also brought into the stable, and all of a sudden, the beautiful doe eyes meet, and they just can't help it. It's kismet. It's meant to be. And Bella, being Bella, the creator, can do whatever the fuck Bella wants.
Or who, as the case may be.
Or who. And so Bella neighs at was the
I'll
name
deep.
of- was the stable hand's name Will? No. Stable hand's name in anyway. Okay, random
Tad?
stable hand person.
She was
Even
Tad,
Tad, thank
yeah.
you.
Thanks, Tim.
She kind of like uses her powers of the mind to convince them to co-stall Aldib and Bella together, and the rest is non-canonical history.
All right. Yeah.
Beautiful. Do we ship?
All right. We
We
ship
ship.
it. Bella
They
and
ship it.
Aldib.
All right.
You can't stop us. Oh, we've got a big old thumbs down from Alex.
Oh, Alex is not liking it. Okay.
Also,
All right.
Bella.
Bella is here with us. Bella does not consent.
You are a
Okay.
fictional character. You don't have rights.
Ouch.
Wow. All right. Logain and Galards is my ship. This is a great one. So this is post books. Galard realizes that, hey, like I can do this channeling nonsense. Like so I'm gonna head off and get some training. And Logain's like, oh, this is Rand's half brother. Like, I'm gonna give him some special attention, shall we say? And he's very clever. He's very dedicated to his craft. He's always there, being like, I need to be the best at everything. I don't slack off at anything. 110% the whole time. And Logain's like, well, let me give you those extra special classes because you want to be the best of the best. And they bond over those classes. And then they eventually they bond each other. Yes.
That's
Stole
beautiful.
that out of my mouth. That is exactly where it was going.
Does Galad give him some lessons in the sword?
Oh yes.
Ew.
Galad is his sword master. Logain is the actual master. He's tower master. Sword master and tower master. So yeah, that's. Do we ship
it? We ship it.
Success.
I think we literally spun that on the wheel one time.
I
Maybe.
feel like we might have, yeah.
I mean, it's really good.
But I don't think we did the power bit. It wasn't like a post canon thing. Was
Look, I feel like Logain is one of those fandom bicycles where anybody can ride that.
Yes, 100%.
You know?
Agreed.
He's
Let's
Even
go.
with training wheels if necessary.
Yes.
They can be removed at a later time.
Okay, I feel like we did make it a little weird there, but you know what? Okay, Andral and Elida.
Wow.
Aha. Okay, hold on. I got this. So post canon, right? We know Elida is a Damani. She's imprisoned with the Shan-Chan. So Pavara and Andral are part of this guerrilla team that is invading, well, it is infiltrating, not invade, infiltrating Shan-Chan occupied territories and starting an underground railroad for Damani, whether they were Shan-Chan Damani or whether they were Damani who had been stolen from the various channeling cultures in the Westlands. And so on one of these raids, who should they happen to rescue but Elida Dovrinia Royhan? And so they bring her back. She's being smuggled through the two rivers. She's traumatized. And Andral is he's a man, he's a jack of all trades, right? He's a man of many talents. And one of the things that he has done in his past is he was a therapist, because there were definitely therapists in Randland. He changed jobs. He was the only therapist in the Westlands history, and then he
he's
quit.
like,
So
I'm a master
the
now,
only
I'll
one.
change trades. Yeah. So.
Exactly.
And he changed careers late.
So right. And so between Andral and Pavara, I know she's not in this, but obviously you can't have an Andral without a Pavara. Between the two of them, they are able to help Elida recover, and sometimes those relationships blossom.
Okay.
Do we ship Andral and Elida?
Oh,
I did not sell it.
For the most
think I
part, we
sold
don't
it.
ship it. There are a
For the most
couple,
part,
but
it's a no ship.
most folks don't ship it.
I mean, Michael doesn't like you so much, he's leaving the room.
Yeah, Michael Livingston hates it so much that he's leaving.
And scene. Okay. All right. I'll take it. I'll take the L.
Okay. So now we just go down, shall we? We'll keep it in sequence. We'll keep it in sequence. We'll do it. Yeah.
I would just like to refer, was it your L on that one? It's my own head canon.
It's not you, it's me.
No, it seriously is. I have my own book.
All right, competing head canons.
Okay,
Go.
we have Demandred and Bearlane.
For those of you listening at home, that was ow.
Okay, so how do we make this work? What happens to him at the end?
He gets
He dies.
He dies.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I've only gotten to the end of the series once. I don't remember anything. Okay, so this,
One might say he got a little lightheaded.
yeah. Hey! Okay, Demandred and Bearlane. So this is going to happen before the thing. Okay, so... Well, Demandred is doing, I don't know, whatever kind of bullshit he's doing. He infiltrates something where Bearlane is, and they run into each other. And he's like, holy shit, she's the hottest thing I've ever laid eyes on. And she is the same. And so they have this just hot, passionate, fiery night. And then never the twain shall meet again. And then he dies.
So
That's the best I've got.
We have a one and done, folks.
One and done. This is a one night stand, just a night of passion where they just. It's not. I mean, it's a temporary ship.
So,
It's a very small ship.
Right. It's a ferry. Okay. It's a ferry.
It's a
There you
dinghy.
go.
Yes. It's a kayak.
Right.
Yeah.
There we go.
on the rapids.
There
Going
we go.
very
Yeah.
quickly.
All right.
And then over a waterfall, and they die.
I've already forgot.
Okay. Anybody
Demandred and
you
Bearlane.
ship it? Yeah, I don't ship it either.
Eh.
Yeah. We did get a thumbs up at the back, though. So we got.
All right, we got
Nobody
one.
likes it.
We make it.
And you mean everybody at once? You know.
There we go.
Y'all, this is just not right.
Oh gosh. Is this Kevin's?
I got it. I got
If there's something, if you are uncomfortable with anything in there, you're free to
I'm
say
just
no.
saying it's not right because there are characters that are like really hard to like.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
That
In that
is what I
case,
said.
Yes.
Okay, Urian Stonebow and Rowland Darkspain.
Oh.
Aren't they?
I need Maria in here to help me with this one because I don't even know the timelines on that.
Well, we're just gonna be in Tel'aran'rhiod. We're both slighted false dragons. We know it. We're mad at those damn Aes Sedai, those freaking Red Aja bitches. They did us wrong. They're nursing a drink over a virtual pub, which just also happens to have, rooms to rent by the hour.
The motel Tel'aran'rhiod, yeah.
Motel around Riyadh.
So they get to talking over their cups.
When your dreams come true.
Plenty of room at the hotel Tel'aran'rhiod.
Wolfbrother said we make your wet dreams come
this
true.
Is Justice Watt parody for
Sorry.
next year.
We're
Anyway,
devolving. We're so close to the end. Finish us off.
Urian. They're well into their cups. They realize that they have very similar experiences. And over
they
the
kiss.
over the stein, their eyes meet over the stein.
Very romantic.
And they just realize that maybe their shared life experiences, they can learn from each other and do better in their next incarnation when the pattern reweaves them into the wheel. And so it's a therapeutic coupling.
All right. Do you ship it?
Do we ship it?
Fuck it. Let's
Yeah,
go.
why not? The Motel around Riyadh got it in there. So.
All right.
Yeah, I'll ship it.
I am.
Okay, we ship it.
I nominate Rob to be our final ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it like? Actually, me.
The origin story of the ship. This would not exist without Rob, and so you
Okay.
get to be the last hat.
So
All right.
yep.
So this is Bane and Shiad and any wetlander. So any wetlander. So I'm going to be selfish and pick myself. Because for those of you who don't realize, Jordan Khan, Bane and Shiad decided to give up being a spit sister, and she laid a bridal wreath in front of me, and I picked it up. Would you come to the front, Grace? Because we'd like to finish doing something.
I don't have a buckler to rattle.
So, for anyone who didn't see the wreath, there are pictures around. You right there is fine. But we took the wreath and we did something very special with the wreath, didn't we? We took the flowers and we found someone who would make it into a ring. Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe I lied a little bit, like I lied about being here.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
That was a lie. Yeah, sorry. Because you did say I've done a lot of lying lately. Sorry, but you did say you'd like me to be the one to put it on your finger. So I may or may not have the ring with me. I may need to thank Wolf Brother for helping me get this delivered. So perhaps you might like to have your ring. So yes, sorry,
If
I
I
had to be
had
selfish for a
spears, I
second.
would be rattling them.
So do we ship this, folks?
We ship it.
Sorry, I want to thank all the panelists with me. We've had this secret for weeks, and for Brad, who allowed me to have the ring delivered to his house, and so he could smuggle it to me when we got here. So yeah, thank you for everyone who helped me keep that a surprise, because when Grace said she wanted me to put on her finger, I was like, we need to make this happen. So yeah.
You know what, folks?
So
I can't top
romantic.
that. Thank you for coming here and being weird and sappy with us.
Yes.
We'll see y'all later.
Thank you so much.
Mwah. That was so freaking cute.
Just the end broadcast button. Oh yes.